on the engines around the T plus 40-second mark in preparation for max Q. And great call out there that we have passed through max Q. That's the largest mechanical
STEM
stress
at St. Peter's was initially introduced as a way of gathering a little bit more enthusiasm with kids in their learning. There's always a bit of a slump around Year 9 with students maybe not engaging so well or not feeling connected to their learning. So we've developed a STEM program that will deliberately engage them with more interesting, relevant contexts and bigger problems for them to deal with.
Centering learning around a problem sometimes feels a little bit more organic and holistic rather than just having a project. And I feel like having a problem-based learning approach allows us to connect with more real and rich, relevant learning problems.
We had very, very good leadership support from the start. They really backed us when we suggested something as audacious as taking away maths and science and putting it into one subject. They were very much for that because of the vision that we had and where we intended to take it.
STEM replaced the Year 9 maths and Year 9 science classes. And that presented some really good opportunities for us, but it also presented some challenges. Some of the opportunities gave us a lot more class time to explore problem-based learning and those rich and relevant learning tasks, and to really go deep on some of the content knowledge and skills. So that was a real positive. Plus, it gave us the opportunity to highlight the links between the mathematics curriculum and the science curriculum, which wouldn't have been something we would have been able to do as easily.
As the year went on and we got more familiarized with STEM, it got more enjoyable, and the line between maths and science kind of vanished.
So we had students where we introduced this big project, did all of the learning tasks that we asked them to do, and then just ran free. And they had this massive creative streaks, and they produced really, really well, clearly thought out ideas to solve the problems. And then we had other students who completed the same tasks and may have even completed them to the same level, but then when we asked them to be creative or to really critically think about what they had produced and whether it was actually a solution to the problem, they really struggled.
We identified that the active and strategic metacognitive reasoning was something that we weren't doing very well. We found that students were experiencing success and they could say that they felt they had improved in certain key areas, such as their scientific knowledge and understanding or perhaps their collaboration, but they weren't always able to articulate why they felt they had improved.
And that's where our approach, trying to dig into this metacognitive critical thinking, is really playing into our development and our goals for development of the program.
And so really wanted to, as part of the project, discover new ways that we could support the students to be able to better understand their thought process and the things that they did that would actually enable them to have success in STEM.
It's actually allowing us to really truly move towards those general capabilities that have been put into the curriculum because it's an industry demand. It's something the world is asking for. We want students to actually be able to critically think about what they do, not just have a bank of skills. That the person who has the most knowledge is the winner. That doesn't exist anymore because of the democratization of knowledge based on the availability of everything we need to know on the internet. Now the in-demand skill is the ability to take those bits of knowledge and turn it into new ideas, that creativity to link things together and mix things up and to really make something different out of what we've got rather than be able to just recall everything that's been taught to us in the past.
We not only learn just subject-based skills, but we also learn life skills, working together in a group, working collaboratively, thinking critically, and that is super, super useful not only in daily life but also when we grow up. That's what people are looking for in jobs and in the real life world, and I think that's super important that we learn it now instead of later.
There's going to be lots of bumps in the road in the future, so the skills that STEM has given to me, it will help me to figure out solutions to the problems I encounter.